Welcome to Nintendo Pow Block, episode 179. I'm one of your hosts, Corey Dirrig, and alongside me, as always, is that retro code, Eddie V.
Pow Block is in session, yes!
Yeah, we are live on Mixer and Twitch. You can find us live at twitch.tv/BossRushGamesLive and mixer.com/BossRushGamesLive. We have the chat open. We'll be interacting with the chat if you ever so kindly come join us on tonight is Tuesday, the 21st of January 2020. Ed, how are you doing? How are you feeling today? How are you ready to podcast?
I'm super ready to podcast. I have my monster drink in me, so I have energy. I got some recording done. I've been working on my bunch of game awards lists for optional opinion, and I'm struggling, dude. Not because there's a list of great games, but I don't know how many indie games really stood out this year. Of course, the big players had a lot of great games come out, but I'm just like, man, looking back for indies, 2019 wasn't as big as 2018, in a sense. But there's great indie titles that came out, so I'm just getting my list, and I'll be recording that real soon to have it out for Friday. But man, I've been doing really good in this backlog challenge. I am definitely putting a lot of work in. Like I'm really trying to get a lot of games down, but there's been some sales on some stuff that I haven't picking things up, and I like why?
Mm-hmm.
Also, one of my friends, they got the Bluetooth adapter that came out for Switch that you could order, and I just got some Bluetooth headphones, and I'm thinking of getting it so I could put it on my Switch, and be able to hear it like that and stuff. And a lot of people say it really works well, so I can't wait to do that.
Awesome. Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I've been working on the website because there's a lot of stuff to do. That's pretty much been my entire weekend and my week so far is just we're trying to, since we're bringing back a bunch of shows that we used to do, and we're kind of revamping them, but they're shows that we enjoy doing. We've already announced it if you've been paying attention, at least. Pod and Play, Arsenal X, Let's Plays, Indie Masterclass, which is a spin on our Indie Showcase show that we used to be. So I've been transferring the content from the channels that we used to, do content for.
Yes.
And since it's our content, I've been moving it to our current YouTube channel for Boss Rush Games, and let me tell you, man, all 40 episodes of Pod and Play are now on our YouTube channel. So if you want to go over to youtube.com/BossRushGames, you can check it all out under Pod and Play, the Pod and Play playlist. Like I said, we have new episodes coming starting February 1st, so I wanted to get all those classic episodes up there so people could, either catch up or watch interesting conversations or just see how we've evolved technically. I will say technically because our conversations are always good, but the videos sometimes are pretty rough.
Yes.
Also, sometimes it didn't record our audio, but you can watch fun gameplay, like in God of War or Cuphead.
Yeah, you get an idea of Metro redo and hear both of our frustration at the same time.
Yeah, dude, it was that game. Interesting. I'm glad people enjoy it, but I'm just gonna throw it out there and say it's not for me. So
it has a lot of questionable content, and I haven't said that in a while. Trust me.
It's true. You have not said that in a while, and I'm proud of you. But you're right. So that's been my week and my weekend so far. My goal is by this weekend to have all of our content up there. There's only going to be about 50 episodes of Arsenal X, even though we recorded about 87 episodes because of like there's some copyright stuff on there. Just I don't know why or how, but it just, some of them have copyright protections on them, and I won't be able to transfer them over. But I'll get most of them over, and if we have to do some finagling, maybe we can do that. But that's, like I said, that's been my week. That and yeah, really just making new thumbnails and some fun logos and stuff like that. It's been fun, right? Like revisiting all these videos. But I would be glad when they are all done and they are all posted in order on the website and on the YouTube channel. I put the original post date, like when we originally posted the video, what network it was on, and who the hosts were during that episode. So yes. It was a lot of unnecessary work that I'm sure people won't care about, but I do. So yeah. And then
it's a good way to catalog our work over the years.
Yeah, that's the thing, is like when we were doing Pow Block for DNA and then Nerds Gone Rogue, which, by the way, the first 21 episodes that aren't on any other feeds except for DNA are now under the classic Nintendo Pow Block playlist on our YouTube page as well. I don't know if I'm going to put them up audio-wise yet. I might, but they will be backdated just to have them all in order. But Ed, do you know when the first episode of Nintendo Pow Block was?
With you and Joey, or with
with me and Joey?
I think it was 2016.
You are correct. Let me scroll down here.
Because you used to do a thing. You used to be like,
well, the reason why we called it the Pow Block is because it started as a YouTube segment where people would write into our YouTube channel and ask questions, and I would answer them, or we would come up with a topic, and I would talk about that topic. The very first episode of Nintendo Pow Block, and back then it was just called the Pow Block, was on March 30th of 2016.
Wow.
And then, we did like about 5 or 6 episodes of that. And then the Nintendo Pow Block podcast, as you, kind of know it today, started on June 21st of 2016. And that featured me, Edward, and of course Adrian, who is now making games at the Frozen Machine. So
yes.
Yeah, man, I went back and watched quite a few of these episodes, and I remember like we took a little bit of a break in November and then came back in January, and the first episode we did was the top 25 Wii U games.
That was fun.
Which I actually want to talk to you about at some point. I do like that, but I would like to, because I'm going on vacation towards the end of February, and we're going to need to record an episode, like a random episode then.
Yes.
And unless there's a Nintendo Direct that week, we will record one either early because I'm leaving that Thursday, or maybe we'll just do like a couple segments here and there. But I would like to, since that week will be the starting of the 4th year of Nintendo Switch, I would really like to do like a Nintendo Switch anniversary episode where we talk about our top 25 Nintendo Switch games up to that point. I think that would be a really fun episode to do.
Yeah, the list is bunkers.
Yeah,
it's going to be bunkers because it's just like within 4 years, I think Switch has like 1,000 games or something on it.
Yeah,
and ranging from indie, third, and first, regardless of ports and stuff, you could pinpoint on how many like amazing titles and defining titles for Switch. And so I think our list, I think some people won't think our list is gonna be similar, but to tell you the truth, it's gonna be really
I
different.
think our
It's
list
gonna be really different.
I think our list is going to be pretty different, except for,
Hmm.
I mean, I'm sure there'll be similar games, right? But like, I'm pretty sure our list is going to be pretty different.
Hmm. Yeah.
Just for the simple fact that, you like a lot of different games that I don't care for, and I like a lot of different games that you don't, right? Like, I just think they're just going to be different. So
Yes.
I don't know, man, but just revisiting a lot of these old episodes and dude, I used to do the dumbest thing opening the show. Like Joey was like those first couple episodes Joey was hosting. Like
Yeah.
he used to say, "Welcome to the Pow Block." And I'd always go, "Pow Block." And I like punch the screen. Oh man. That was
And
yeah.
then you pass it on down to me
Yeah.
where I say crazy things or the
I
way that
think
I end it.
I think you being the me playing the straight one and you being the crazy one, I think works better for this the type of show that we do. You know what I mean? So
The way. Yeah.
me doing the crazy does not work. Does not work. So man, but yeah, just reminiscing about these old episodes has been really fun. And like it's weird because like we do the show every week and we don't really have the time to like go back on old episodes or like really watch them, or just kind of, you know what I mean, like we just kind of go about it, like we'll do the episode, I'll post it, and then the next week we do another episode, right? But like this week has really given me a lot of chances to view our old content and just really kind of watch how we used to do things and how terrible of a host I was. Like, oh my gosh, dude, you think I'm bad now? Like, oh gosh, go watch that very first podcast episode. Man, I thought it was
What
cool.
about the what about the episodes that I hosted when you took a break?
They were better than the ones that I hosted, and I'll be quite honest with you.
Wait, huh?
I'm just a bad host, man. I like hosting the show because I'm, kind of a, what do you call it?
It's your
Greedy.
baby.
Greedy, I guess you would say. I just want to host it. But, I try. I try. I'm not gonna lie to you.
You
I
do a
try.
fantastic job hosting Power Block. The thing with Power Block is just like I get to sit back and nerd out on Nintendo, and you get to drive the ship. And so,
But like it was just like it was really fun watching our friendship evolve through these episodes too.
yes,
Because you can definitely tell, like those first probably at least probably 15ish episodes, like we were like even into that deep, we were still trying to feel each other out and feel out how we wanted the show to go. And like, you know, sometimes we would do 2 episodes a week and other times we wouldn't do any episodes for like 2 or 3 weeks. And like, it was very inconsistent and very like,
and a lot of that had to me personally had to do with scheduling.
oh yeah,
To me,
because we like I was still working at the restaurant at the time, and like, you know, our at that point our schedules were the opposite of what they are now, right? Like
Yeah.
you would work early in the morning at Toys R Us and I would be working like all day at the restaurant. And
Yeah.
like then, you know, now it's the complete opposite almost, but still you know, we still have some scheduling conflicts, which is why we're recording on Tuesday this week instead of Thursday. But let me tell you, man, I'm so glad that we are still doing the show.
Yes, I am.
We are like we are literally 21 weeks away from episode 200, right? Like,
That's crazy.
and like it's gonna be we're gonna have to do like we're gonna have to do something big for 200, right? I mean, I know we kind of talked about it a little bit where like Boss Rush will hit 50, and depending on when we start Arsenal X, that'll hit 100. around the same time. Like,
Yeah.
all of our shows are going to hit major milestones around the same time, and I think we need to. I don't know what we're gonna do, like I don't know what we want to do, but like it's really exciting to see. Like, I don't know, I got kind of like, I wasn't like crying or anything, but it was kind of emotional looking at like this we're going into our 5th year of creating the show, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like our 5th year of making this show, and that's just so like really hard to believe sometimes, but it's still worth it. Like every week,
I mean, coming together and having this natural talk about Nintendo, and just having our natural talks and podcasts on any show, whether we doing Power to Play, AX, even Boss Rush, like now, it's just like, through all the years that we've been podcasting doing this, everything has just felt natural. Nothing to me has been feeling manufactured. Our opinions and our viewpoints, they vary to a degree that it's hard to choose who's right or wrong, because it's various opinions, but it's always good to listen to the way that we think and have our insight, and just spending that quality time together, just having these discussions.
Mm-hmm.
We recording and not recording, and it's just like it's been that, and I love the consistency that we have been able to do that. So
yeah, especially
late,
especially lately, like,
yeah.
I mean, like, really, like, I mean, we were pretty consistent for a while, and then there was a bunch of stuff that was happening, and I just, like, I felt really tired and just kind of, like, lacking in my ability to just, like, be 100% in on the show. But, like, and that was part mostly my fault for, like, trying to do too many things and everything. But, like, probably since October, I would say, like, I feel like the show is like better than it's ever been since then. I really do. Like, I listen to our show like every week, just to make sure like audio levels sound okay, or we all sound, like we're to like really, what I mean, like audio levels are fine. Sometimes they aren't. Sometimes they change suddenly, and I have to fix some things the next time we do it. But for the most part, like, I really, like, I'm not annoyed listening to myself talk, which is always a good thing, because I usually am, right? Like, I when I listen to our shows, sometimes I like, oh boy, I need to learn how to talk better sometimes. But I'm really proud of this show. Like, even, we talked about it a lot. Like, we used to say this when we were doing it for Nerds Gone Rogue. Like, even if Nerds Gone Rogue went away, like, we would still do this show because we love it so much. And like this, it's still true. Like, if Boss Rush Games doesn't, like, I mean, knock on wood, like, I think it will be. I think we're on track to do something great. But like, even if like Boss Rush went away and Standard Def went away and Arsenal X went away, I think we would still do this show because we love it so much, right? Like, and that's just, I don't know. It's just been really fun this week to watch old shows and kind of work on them and kind of clean them up a little bit before I repost them. And it's been fun. So,
yeah.
Well, I guess that's the opening segment. I was going to talk about how E3 can change, but we can talk about that later after these news bits or whatever, if we have time. Of course, if you're watching live on Mixer and Twitch after the show, we will be playing. We will be recording an episode of the Retro Game Show, which is our retro YouTube show. But you'll be able to watch it live, and we're gonna make a Nintendo night every week. So it's probably gonna either be Tuesdays or Thursdays. Just follow us on Twitter at boss_rush_games to find out when we will be streaming. Yes. But I want to be able to stream have a Nintendo night once a week. So yeah. Anyways, let's get into this housekeeping, Ed. I'm tired of boring people, and I'm sure everybody already turned off their feed 20 minutes into the show. We haven't even started talking about what we've been playing, but this is Nintendo Pow Block, Boss Rush Games Nintendo podcast. Remember, you can email the show at nintendopowblock@gmail.com, or find our social media threads through Boss Rush Games when we ask for questions. You can follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Boss Rush Games, or on Twitter at boss_rush_games. You can also join our Facebook group at facebook.com/group/bossrushgames. And also, you can follow us on Mixer and Twitch at Boss Rush Games Live. That is mixer.com/bossrushgameslive and twitch.tv/bossrushgameslive. Please follow us. Please give us that little, what's it on Twitch? It's still follow, right, on Twitch?
Yeah.
Give us those follows. We really appreciate it. You can subscribe to our YouTube page at youtube.com/bossrushgames. Please subscribe and share. We got a whole bunch of new content lined up coming to you soon. This week is the debut of 1v1. If you're listening on podcast services, it is on the Boss Rush podcast feed every other Friday. Ed, you are the first interview up, I believe.
Yes.
So, yeah, 1v1 is where we kind of go through and talk to different creators and how they go about creating things, how they started, what inspires them, and, if they've had any difficulties in their creative process, and just kind of, talk about what they're creating is pretty much it. So, of course, the first 4 episodes are your Boss Rush crew, which is Edward, me, Jesse, and Ray. And then following us, Antonio Guillen, I'm interviewing him Thursday night, and the girls from the Bad Bitches podcast will be up there as well. So, like I said, every other Friday on the Boss Rush podcast feed. Also, Standard Definition, our retro and nostalgic podcast, is also every other Friday opposite of 1v1. So our first 2 episodes are recorded, in the bag, edited, uploaded. Your first episode will be Friday, and it is very good. I'll just say that.
Yes.
Also, you can find all of our content on bossrushgames.com and subscribe to our podcasts at bossrushgames.com/subscribe. All right, Ed. We're 23 minutes into the episode. Why don't we talk about what we've been playing? What are you playing? I think we're playing the same game. I want to say we're playing the same game. I think we're both playing Tokyo Mirage Sessions Sharp FE Encore. The Shin Megami Tensei Cross Fire Emblem crossover. It's basically a lot of people online are describing it as Persona 4.5 Lite.
I don't know where they got that idea from. I'm like, this is not Persona at all.
I mean, it kind of is with the Performa stuff. Like it kind of is, but I mean, it's not Persona-esque. It's in the vein of Persona, I would say. It's not a Persona-like.
I was about to say, hold on, wait a minute. You do not catch any of the enemies and merge them together.
No, I said light. Light.
Oh.
Light. Light. Light.
I need to play Persona 4.
But anyways, Ed, what are you thinking about this game? This game is a game that we have actually been... Funny story, our very first episode of Pod and Play was Tokyo Mirage Sessions Sharp FE for the Wii U. We've had 4 different episodes titled What Wii U Games Deserve to be Ported to the Switch this year. And Tokyo Mirage Sessions has been part of 3 of those conversations.
Mm-hmm.
So, we've been pulling for this game for a while. We really enjoyed it on the Wii U. I didn't finish on the Wii U, but I am very impressed with how this game kind of holds up on the Switch. But how are you enjoying it so far?
Just like the Wii U, it's such a phenomenal game. Like, it's true JRPG. It keeps me on my grind tip. It solved your concern about how they was going to do the talking thing, the conversation part with the Wii U pad. Now they just put it on the screen, or if you're playing it handheld, you'll see it right there where you can read it easily. I think they need to fix the text because the text is still small, but it is what it is.
I feel like it's bigger than it was on the Wii U, unless like the Wii U pad was just blurry and I just am just bad at reading, which is also very possible.
The text was bigger on the Wii U, and you're probably right, but like trying to play it on my TV because I'm far away, trying to see the wording when I go to the texting is the print is very small, and so it's just like I need to scoot up to my TV to see what they're actually saying. Yeah. But it's like when I play in handheld mode, I can read it with ease and everything. But it's such a phenomenal game. I think it still deserves the 9.0s and 9.5s. I think more people bought this game and more people are showing it off and playing it and stuff.
I think it's already outsold the Wii U version.
I think so. Yeah, I went like around 1 o'clock to Best Buy to make sure that they had it out and stuff. They had like 7 copies. So I'm just like, yeah, I need this before everybody get off for work and go buy it. And then I skedaddle myself off to Shake Shack before I went home. I also got the Metroid, the Dark Samus amiibo, which is real cool. But yeah, Tokyo Mirage Session. I'm enjoying the music, the anime segments, the grinding, learning the combos, what works on what enemy and what doesn't. Right now, I'm just grinding to get stronger. Hopefully, I could get to at least about level 12. From where I'm at, because now there are some special dark kind of enemies, and I'm gonna see if I could level up and get stronger so I could go meet them and like just really destroy them and get my levels up more and more and stuff. But I really am enjoying this game. Truly, it won't be in the Game of the Year nominations due to the fact that it's a port. But if we are doing like what's the best port of 2019, this is highly up there. This is like the first rank. Now, if they do Wind Waker HD, the battle that Wind Waker HD and Twilight Princess, that's going to be a literal battle. Because I love both of those games. And I don't know. I'm like, how do you do Twilight Princess and how do you do HD and how do you do Wind Waker HD? And do you make both games $40 or $50?
I think they're gonna do 60 for both. I'm not gonna lie to you. But I think like once all the Wii U games are ported over finally, I think we should have a best Wii U games on Switch episode.
Yeah.
Because that episode's coming. At some point we're going to have to do that episode.
Yeah, when you and Ray was talking about Super Mario, well, actually all you guys were talking about Super Mario 3D World being better than Odyssey. I was just like, you can't do this. I was just at home watching the episode like, I can't do this. My heart, I can't. Because I love Odyssey and I love 3D. Oh, 3D World is breathtaking.
3D World is so good, dude. 3D World is... Dude, it's the for me it is the best Mario game for me. Like, I mean, and I know like there's games that are better. Like I know that probably Galaxy is probably better, and like Odyssey is a lot of people's favorite and whatnot. But like for me, it just really feels like 3D World takes the 2D stuff that I love and puts it in a 3D world that I can kind of run around in, but it still has that, okay, let's get to the end of the level in the flagpole, but it still has the secret coins that you can find. It's just like the perfect little Mario game for me, like yes. I just love it, it's just so
it's
good.
A great, like you said, a great mixture of 2D and 3D, that 2.5D in that 3D area. It's just it's a perfect 10. Like And I still give a perfect 10 to Mario Odyssey because I like the level design and all the challenges in there. And that game just so deep and so much that you could do in it. You'd be like, wow. But 3D World from level to level, like the level design is bunkers good. I love every time where you got a race and you hit the little dash thing and you're just going through all of this stuff. Like this is the Sonic game that is done right in a sense. And I just like 3D to have 3D World with I hope with some added levels or like just some bonus stuff added to it if they decide to do that. Like to me that would be worth another $60. And then re-release some re-release the amiibos that went along with 3D World. Like Nintendo has a chance to do that. Like do
like the Super Mario set. I've never been able to find the Super Mario set, any of them. Well, some of them I have, but like I've never been able to find them. I want them really bad, and I've just never been able to find them.
I would be here for a 4-pack. 3D World thing, 3D World amiibo. Give me that 4-pack.
Yeah,
I would pay $27.99 for that. You guys mentioned the Skylander stuff. That's another conversation we have Friday during the Super Metroid talk.
Oh boy,
the retro show. But yeah, Tokyo Mirage Session, phenomenal game, like fantastic. I still believe it deserves a 9.0 and a 9.5. It's really a game that you just really dive in, and like I said, it gives me that JRPG vibes where you just want to grind. You know, the only other game that's been like that for me has been like Final Fantasy 12 in a sense. And normally when I'm playing an RPG, I love grinding. Love listening to maybe the game music, a podcast, different shows, having conversations if I can. But I love that in Tokyo Mirage Session, just like, man, I'm playing this every day and I want to play more and more of it and stuff. Even though I've been jumping around here and there, Tokyo Mirage Session has really been taking up a lot of my time, and I just want to be overpowered so I can beat these bosses like crazy.
I know, like it's the grind is fun, right? Like it feels like to be honest, like like when you first look at the screen and like the HUD and like all the different moves that you kind of unlock right away, almost it's like it feels a little bit overwhelming at first, but like it's really like a simple RPG, right? And it really just it feels that way, and it feels great, you know, to just play like a simple RPG that you can get invested in the characters. And you know, as a huge Fire Emblem fan, I feel like it's a good time. You know what I mean? Like it just I love seeing like when you get in there and like you see Chrom, and then you see the red-haired guy. And then he has one of the characters from Fire Emblem Fates, and then as you move along and get costumes, like you can see Joker from Persona 5 costume in there, and I know that they're supposedly adding Fire Emblem Three Houses costumes at some point. Like, I'm just really just in love with this game, right? It almost makes me want a full on Fire Emblem RPG, like, you know what I mean? Like it just kind of makes me want that too. Not that this game is bad. I'm just saying, like, it just like if they ever made like a full on Fire Emblem RPG, I would want it to be like this because it is really good.
But then the crazy thing about this, just like, what is the story of the Fire Emblem? And it's just like,
who cares? Just give me all the characters and let me fight stuff. Who cares?
well, yeah. But it's just like, Fire Emblem means a lot to me. I would say that. But it's just like taking it and putting it in like a traditional RPG action or time base. The story would have to really matter to me.
Yeah.
And that's a personal thing for me.
No, I get it. I would want a cool story too, but also the first time I've ever really been invested in a Fire Emblem story was Three Houses. So,
yes,
I mean, that's just me.
And Corey, Please
Yeah.
don't let that happen because I will leave the podcast and try to be reordering that game for physical. I'm sorry, everybody. I know the digital it will be up, but I'm like, no, I need the physical for this one.
Uh,
Literally the physical.
yeah, man, physical, I don't have room for anything anymore. Like
I know.
I've been trying to live this clean lifestyle and it's been working out pretty well, but
I literally been tempted to go on Amazon to buy another memory card.
I know I've been kind of tempted to I'm trying to wait for that 1 terabyte to come down, but once it comes down I will be getting it. I've also been like being really annoyingly looking at Amazon at Switch lights. But I can't. All right, like I would, but I'm like, why? Why do you need one? Your Switch is just fine. Stop it.
Yes.
I have to tell myself to stop it. So.
Yes. But if the Pro does come out, I think I'll be owning the original Switch and a Pro. So.
Yeah. So, have you been playing anything else you want to talk about, or just Tokyo Mirage Sessions?
It's pretty much for Switch Tokyo Mirage Session and a little bit more Sparklight. I played Destiny Connect, Jamestown Plus, the Way of the Fist, the Pacifist. I think that's the name of it. Yeah, Way of the Pacifist. Batman Enemy Within. I need to jump back into because there's a point that I'm still in the first episode, but I need to jump back in. I picked up Puzzle and Dragons Go, which came out of nowhere.
Oh, the Switch one?
Yeah.
I heard it wasn't very good.
It's okay, but you really only could play it in handheld mode. You can't really play it in dock. Because I tried to play it with my Pro Controller, and it wouldn't let me at all. And I'm just like, what in the heck is this?
That's weird.
Pretty much that's only what I've been playing. I'll be jumping into some more stuff because I've been looking at a lot of my Switch stuff that I'm like, I need to play this and beat it. I need to play this and beat it. I need to play this and beat it. So once I do all of that, I'll be good to go. But yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, I've been playing Tokyo Mirage Sessions. I played through the prologue and got to like the first kind of opening thing, and I just really love the characters and the way like everything's kind of presented and how wacky it is and how colorful it is. Dude, the colors in this game are amazing. I love, like, I know Atlas and Persona in particular has always had a way with like presenting like menus and stuff very, very colorful and very just very stylish, and this game does the same, man. It's super stylish and it doesn't disappoint at all.
Yes.
But I mean, like I said, I've only played about an hour and 20 minutes of it. I've been really kind of soaking in the opening, and also, like I said, I've been working on the website and stuff, so that's been taking up most of my time. But last night in bed, I went to bed earlier than normal. It was like 9:45, and I was like, I need to play something before Pow Block tomorrow because I'm really tired of not having anything to talk about. And I was like, I'll play like the first half hour of Tokyo Mirage Sessions. I ended up playing for like an hour and a half. And I was like, oh, well, I guess I should go to bed now because I have to be up early. So, but yeah, man, Tokyo Mirage Sessions is a fantastic RPG. I really encourage people to go out and get it because it is I love the characters and I love the music in particular, and the only thing that, like, and this is just me being a dumb American, but like I don't know any of the characters' names because they're all in Japanese, but like they don't say them the way that they're spelled in the game because like the game doesn't have English voice acting. And like it's just like I have trouble keeping up with the characters because like I know the characters' names when I read them, right? But I don't know who any of the character. I can't pronounce any of the characters' names, and so like it's kind of like de-invests me a little bit. But I'm still in it. Like it's still like really fun. So I just think it's like a very uplifting. It seems like it's going to be a very positive JRPG. So yeah, that's kind of all I have to say about it. But it's a great one. I hope people go out and buy it and give it a chance because it deserves it. So, and like I said, I think it's already outsold the Wii U version. Not that it really had a chance on Wii U because it came out in the last year of the Wii's life cycle, and yeah, probably not the time to be buying Wii U games.
Now it's so weird that you mentioned that and after playing this game, and this is, I know this doesn't connect and it sounds off, but like I want to see Codename Steam now come to Switch. And I think for a part 2, I think I would love for them to go into this anime style of Tokyo Mirage Session. Like if Atlas did the artwork for it. I'm not saying that the comic book Dark Bolt Black Line style of the first one, like nothing against that. But I think Codename Steam just needs something more expressive. And if they decided to do like a part 2 to it and did it for Switch, I would like that to do that in the artwork.
Yeah, I really feel like they just did that hard black outline because it was a 3DS game and like the smaller screens and like, you know, it being a strategy game, it was kind of tough to see some of the units until it went down into the third person view. So like I feel like they took that approach just so it was easier to see the characters move around the environments. Still a fun game. I will argue that forever. But I mean, it wasn't great, but it was fun. You know, it wasn't like a trash fire like the internet seems to think it was. So yeah, internet's just mad because they didn't make Advance Wars. They just made more. They just made that instead. So, but they're also mad that Nintendo put another Fire Emblem character in Smash, which, by the way, it's only the 7th Fire Emblem character. Just gonna throw that out there.
I heard all the groans and the laughter about that on the show. I'm like, hey, I'll take them.
Dude, I like Byleth. It's like the first Fire Emblem character I've been excited about. I'm not gonna lie yet.
And it's not like, oh, they added another Fire Emblem character. I'm like, y'all gonna pay the bill. I mean, y'all gonna download him, buy him or whatever, and y'all must are gonna learn him up and down.
Yeah.
And do videos about it. So stop complaining.
That's what I'm saying. So, anyways, that's all we've been playing. We're gonna get into some of these news bits here. There's quite a few news stories. Nothing really major, but enough to fill a show, I guess. So, our first news story. Nintendo reminds us of 20 exciting games coming to Switch in 2020 with a new infographic. Now, most of these I think are like first half of 2020, I want to say. So, obviously, Tokyo Mirage Sessions is out already. Snack World, the Dungeon Crawl Gold is coming in February. Darksiders Genesis, Devil May Cry 3 are all coming in February. In March, we're getting Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Animal Crossing. In April, we're getting Trials of Mana, which is an action RPG that looks really fun. I'm actually like really looking forward to that.
Yes.
Battle for Bikini Bottom, the SpongeBob remaster, is coming in May. And of course, the Pokemon expansion passes are coming in June. So there's that. And then major games that don't have a release date. The Outer Worlds is coming. Panzer Dragoon, the remake. Minecraft Dungeons, Doom Eternal, Bravely Default, Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Remastered, No More Heroes, Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, which I'm also very excited for, Hollow Knight Silksong, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Fighter Pass Volume 2, which I'm very excited for, and Deadly Premonition 2. I also popped Smash in, by the way. And I played a lot of Smash this weekend, to be honest with you.
Oh, great.
dude, that game, like, I played a lot when it came out, and then I kind of fell off of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've gone back in to check out all the new fighters and stuff, right? But Smash is like a really fun game, even by yourself. I've kind of gone back into the Spirit board and tried to like, I kind of want to go through and play through it and finish it. I don't know if I'm going to, but that's kind of like a idea I had this weekend. But I played a lot of the characters that I haven't played before. Like I played Terry Bogard. He's all right. He kind of plays like a mixture between Ryu and Little Mac. He's like I don't really care for that kind of fighter. Played some Banjo. I don't know if I care for Banjo. Like I like the idea of Banjo, but he's got some weird moves that I just don't really care for. But also I only played like one match with him, so I just like it's just a sense of sitting down and learning these fighters, obviously. So played some Banjo, and I played with Joker, which, boy, I bet if I played Persona I would know what's happening, but I have no idea what's happening with Joker.
Yeah.
So
you have to play. I had to finish Persona 5, but yeah, that's something you have to play. You have to play Persona 5 to understand Joker on Smash.
Yeah. So I did play Smash, but what do you think? I mean, this is a pretty solid list, right? Like for a first half, I would say.
Yeah, it's funny that you mentioned Doom Eternal because the news story just came out on Nintendo Live saying Panic Button needs time to refine Doom Eternal on Switch. Id Software says it won't be a huge delay.
Yeah,
and so
I mean, we knew that it was delayed on Switch. We just didn't know how long.
Yeah,
which is fine.
Yeah,
Look, Panic Button does good work. We've talked about it 1,000 times on here, especially with Doom 2016, Wolfenstein 2, Wolfenstein Youngblood. Like, the reasons why that game is bad is not Panic Button's fault. Hob, Torchlight 2, Definitive Edition. Like,
yes,
they've done some fantastic ports on the Switch, and like, I think Doom is going to be another solid one. There's also a talking point thing on Nintendo Life that I was reading. It's like, hold on, where is it at? It's talking about how, like, will you sacrifice how often do you make the Switch sacrifice? It talks about games like Doom and The Witcher on Switch, and if you play them on Switch, like, are you really like sacrificing your performance if you play it portably, right? And comparing it to the PS4 and Xbox One versions and the PC versions of Doom and Wolfenstein, like, it's just a really good read. I encourage you guys all to go over there and read it. I really think it's a good read, and like, there's people like us who play them on Switch because we like to play it on Switch and support third parties on Switch, but also, like, for me in particular, it's very convenient because I don't get to use the TV a lot, and when I do, I'm usually playing like something else, like Hellblade. Like, I'm trying to finish that up this week, and that requires the TV. So like, I mean, like, I have some of these games on Xbox because either through Game Pass or just buying them directly, right? But like I said, I bet I would finish The Witcher if it was if I played it on Switch, right? Like, I have more. My lifestyle has more time for Switch games than it does the other games, I guess, is what I'm really trying to say. And
yeah.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, the performance is like really important because even with bigger games that before they get ported to Switch, they have had some difficulties on bigger consoles, on PS4 and Xbox One. So when it does come to Switch, it may not have the current performance that like after the patches and stuff. But if they run really good and run really smoothly, and it pulls you into the experience where you just that stuff don't even matter anymore, then it's kind of doing its job, and you're getting the same experience like everybody else. You know, you're getting like the story, the fun gunplay, the challenging bosses and fights and stuff. You're still getting all of that. So you'll be able to talk with friends and family members or just people around the world who want to know about it or who have played it. You get to chime in about your experience with it and say if you have fun or not. And so when games do come to Switch, like I said, for stuff to come on Switch, it's almost feel like it's an instant guarantee sale for the publisher and developer, regardless of what the performance is. You know, people, like I said, they may have laughed at The Witcher 3, but it came out, people got it. And
I mean, it's selling. It's selling on Switch, right? Like that's
right.
The point. Is like, yeah, people were making fun of it, but how many people went out and bought it and are playing it? And like, of course, it's not the best version of the game, but it's like what I've been saying since the Switch came out. It's the convenience factor of,
Yeah.
okay, well, my wife and I are watching a show on TV, and I don't really watch TV, but so like we usually watch whatever she wants to watch, right? For the most part. And like, I mean, like, it's not like we're watching like, you know, my wife is a big fan of like Real Housewives, right? Like you and I make that joke a lot in the chat, right? And so like, it's not like we're watching that stuff, but like if we're watching like a documentary or something on Netflix or a show that like doesn't require a lot of attention, like we watch on Netflix, we're watching Grace and Frankie, which is just a half-hour kind of dramedy on Netflix.
Netflix. I was watching the 6th season a little while today. I'm like, I didn't know the new season was out. Yeah,
it came out Wednesday, and like we were we watched that, and like I'll bust out my Switch while we're watching something like that. You know, like I don't have to pay attention too much, but I can still like keep an ear on there, and like it's easy to put down the Switch when the kid is like coloring on the walls or the table, you know, and just say, don't do that. She's discovered crayons in the last like 3 weeks. So,
but being able to take that that experience, like if you're on the, like, cause when I come and see you, Corey, I'll have The Witcher 3 and I'm like, well, probably about the first 5 or 7 quests might take me the whole train ride. So, you know, I might zoom in, look up and be like, oh, I'm already here.
Yeah.
You know, and that's a good way where you don't have to lug your PC around and stuff to get that experience.
Yeah. So like I mean, I plan on getting, there's 3 games on well, kind of like 4 big games on the Switch that I want to get this year. The Witcher is one, Xenoblade Chronicles 1 is one, Dragon Quest 11S is one, and Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition. Like those are the kind of like the major RPGs I want to get this year on Switch. And like I have The Witcher on Xbox. Am I going to play it on Xbox? Probably not, because it just take too much time, and I would rather be playing other games like Halo or Destiny or Gears or you know, something like that.
Right.
Or, you know, whenever Hellblade 2 comes out. Like I feel like the shorter experiences or like the shooter experiences are better, clearly, but like RPG style stuff, like playing The Witcher really on, I did play a little bit of The Witcher like 2 weeks ago on Xbox, just because like the show came out and I was kind of like itching for an open world RPG, and like I didn't really feel like restarting Assassin's Creed Odyssey right now on Xbox, and so I popped The Witcher in, and I was running around that world, and I was like, man, I like this world, I want to be in it, but like I'm not going to invest the time here when I know I'm not going to get to play it a whole lot here, right? Like if I started The Witcher, it would take me all year to finish like half of that game on Xbox, to whereas the Switch, like I can knock out a few missions every night and be fine, you know, or like 2 or 3 times a week play it, you know. So I don't know. I just, my point was that was a good read. I encourage people to go read it if you're debating on whether or not to get certain games for Switch. It's definitely an eye opener and might convince you one way or the other. So, but anyways, speaking of Doom, I'm looking at our pod and play right now, the Doom one, and on the, because I'm posting it to the website. I'm sorry if you guys are hearing clicking. I probably should have thought about that before we started, but anyways, the what do you think of this lineup for the first half of the year for Switch? Like, I think it's pretty. I wouldn't say it's the strongest lineup they've ever had in the beginning, but I think it's pretty strong, you know, especially kicking off with Tokyo Mirage Sessions and Darksiders in February. I can't wait for Darksiders, right? Luke and I on Boss Rush last week talked about a little bit because he's been playing through the series via Game Pass on Xbox, and I like Darksiders.
I do too. I'm looking forward to Genesis. Like I probably would be double dipping, definitely getting it on Switch and playing it on Xbox. Yeah, to answer the first question, I think it's really strong, and it's good that they're doing this because definitely with all the delays that have been happening with some of the bigger titles, this gives Nintendo more of a push for them to get their system out and get these games out and get a lot of sales instead of them getting passed by and overlooked.
Yeah, I think, you know, having a Pokemon game out in November with an expansion pass coming, having another Pokemon coming out in March, or right, February. No, it's March 6th. And then Animal Crossing on March 20th. Like,
I thought it was February. Okay.
I think like I think the Switch is not going to have a problem selling, especially with you know, Final Fantasy kind of getting out of the way and all the games being delayed till the fall. Like I think the Switch is probably going to clean up pretty nicely this spring, which I think Nintendo would rather them clean up in the spring, and then like you sell the systems now, right, with Pokemon or Animal Crossing or something, and then people are going to go flock to you. Like you're going to have more people to buy games in the fall, right? Like like when Breath of the Wild 2 comes out this fall, right?
Especially after you just got a Switch for Christmas or birthday, you know, and all the sales that went through. Besides Game Pass with the Final Fantasy and Yakuza, besides those games, if you need more recommendations and games, this kind of first half, it's like almost be like, yeah, you need to own these and play these on your system. These are great titles that are going to be coming out. So I just think it's really strong. I made a tweet about this. I was just like, with all the delays happening, Nintendo is like winning the first half of the year without really doing anything.
Yeah.
Because all the must-haves are being pushed to later half of the year or close to like E3 and stuff. So why not be like, well, that's pushed. Oh, I still got money. I'm not gonna hold on to my money. Let me get some of these Nintendo games.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the time those games come out, you'll be done with the Nintendo stuff, or you might have saved your money and a good sale for those games, physically or digitally, may have came up and you go snag them, and you still are supporting the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't really know if I'm going to get Animal Crossing, but I will definitely be getting Darksiders for sure.
Oh yeah.
I might try Animal Crossing, and then I will definitely be getting Trials of Mana for sure.
Yes.
And then obviously the Smash Fighter Pass I'll be getting, and Xenoblade. So yeah. Yes. There's that. There's some decent things coming for sure.
And we still got the direct, and like
that actually leads into our next story. Hold that thought. Nintendo says expect game announcements, quote, throughout the year. This is just such a silly story. Just in case anyone out there was worried about Nintendo's lineup of releases in 2020, you'll be pleased to know that the gaming giant has confirmed that more announcements will be coming our way throughout the rest of the year, because of course they are. Yesterday, we shared an infographic that shows off 20 exciting games coming to Switch in 2020. taken from an email sent out by Nintendo itself. It's actually a pretty solid list already, in our opinion. But Nintendo followed the image with this unsurprising but pleasing statement. You can look forward to announcements throughout the year, so keep your eyes peeled for more games joining this list. By the way, some people on Reddit thought that because they said the word peeled, like keep your eyes peeled, that we're going to get a third Donkey Kong game this year. I'm just throwing that out there. But I thought it was funny that this was just a news story that Nintendo's going to have more announcements this year because...
Okay, and I could justify this in a little bit. So, I think CES or something happened, and Alienware has this kind of, let's say...
Oh, the UFO, the UFO, Project UFO, which is like their version of a portable gaming PC, but it looks like a Switch.
Yes, and so this thing called Trusted Reviews kind of put a tweet out there, and just like, even though the Switch is fine and dandy, it really don't have any games, and even though it's a little bit cheaper, that little thing, if you look at it, is about $600 plus some dollars, and you're playing a whole bunch of PC. But I'm just like, okay, so, but you really pretty much stole Nintendo's idea and tried to make it your own. But anywho, to say that it doesn't have any games on it, people went bonkers. And so if you think about it in that context, Nintendo said, yeah, we got games that we're going to be announcing throughout the year, stuff that you guys don't even know yet. Just be patient. We'll get to them. We know how you guys been asking how we're going to be, when Series X and PlayStation 5, whenever they come out, if we're going to still have anything for the system. We got a lot of stuff planned. Once again, we're Nintendo. You don't think we got stuff in our back pocket? We're the company that got like what, $50 or $100 million in the bank in case of something happens to our company. Nintendo got some things up their good old sleeves. They probably got some business deals going on with indies and third party that we don't know about. They getting their directs together. They're getting their E3 stuff together. There was a story that Phil Spencer and who's the other Nintendo president?
Or Doug Bowser?
Doug Bowser. Both of them were in Japan at the same time, and someone was just like, "Is Microsoft talking to Nintendo and anything?" But
I mean, you know they are, because I mean, besides like this games that you can speculate are coming to Switch, like Ori and Battletoads are two pretty major games that I think are probably going to end up on Switch. But like,
yeah,
they're probably talking to Nintendo because Minecraft Dungeons is already confirmed for Switch, right? Like, I mean, they are a Nintendo third-party developer at this point. I mean, yes. Regardless of like if Halo ever comes or not, like, you know what I mean? Like they have Minecraft, they have Ori, they have Cuphead. Like, they're already on the platform. So I mean, of course, they're going to keep talking to Nintendo about other games, right? So
right.
And I still think Rare Replay is going to come to Switch at some point.
Shoot, yeah. I really think this is going to sound bunkers. I really think that Nintendo may be doing something for Microsoft for Series X, and not saying that they're going to put Mario on it, but I could literally see some kind of costume or something showing up in Halo Infinite. I could just see, be like, you know what, Microsoft, you did a lot for us. Better yet, how about this? How about we get one of your lower teams, Obsidian? Let's just say, how about we get Obsidian to do a remake of Mario RPG to put on Switch? And while that's happening, you guys could use Seven Suit in Halo Infinite.
Oh gosh, stop it!
just talking out the blue. But if Nintendo and Microsoft if they happen to be in Japan together talking, that's speculation. Just speculations. just wild ideas could come from that. Nintendo and Microsoft talking. Come on now. Even Microsoft talking to Sony, trying to help them out with PlayStation 5. That might be something. We don't know. But Nintendo and Microsoft talking, if they're talking, money is flowing.
Hmm.
And they both are going to benefit from that.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. I just think it was funny that Nintendo was
Hey,
said that they have new games coming this year, and it's like, of course you do. But yeah, I mean, like you said, I would imagine Microsoft and Nintendo are going to start working pretty closely soon.
would
Regardless,
would you fall out your chair if Game Pass, not Game Pass, but if Project X Cloud comes to Nintendo?
I mean,
That was a Switch.
I would be pretty excited, but also, I think Nintendo would really have to like really work with Microsoft in terms of incorporating Xbox Live into the system.
Yeah.
All these different types of things where, Microsoft excels at and Nintendo lacks at, like online stuff, Xbox Live, friends lists, messaging back and forth. Like, those are the types of things that I think Nintendo should really consider talking to Microsoft about.
That's possibility a big thing. Like if they work, to me personally, if they were going to do a Switch Pro, that would be maybe number 2 on the list.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to Microsoft about this online thing. Let them help Nintendo put that money in and let Microsoft help you. They're not trying to do anything. They're not trying to reap any rewards or anything for that. They already got enough that they could get that from. But if they're willing to help your online structure to make it better, let them do that.
Yeah. So, I mean, I really think that I wish Nintendo would really talk to Microsoft in terms of that, but we'll see. I don't think they will, but I mean, I would really love to see Xbox Live incorporated. I would love to see because like the Xbox app on a Windows PC is like really easy to use, and I I think that even if you just put an Xbox app on the Switch and navigate through there for xCloud, like I think that would do wonders for the system.
Yeah.
But that's just me. I don't know yet, but
And I feel like they don't even have to. They don't. To me personally, they don't even have to put the Xbox Store on there.
no, it's just like if you just do like, for me, it would be like, even if you had to pay for the Xbox app or subscribe to the app on like, because like I think what they would do in terms of like, you would have to be a Game Pass Ultimate subscriber for this, right? Like,
Yes.
okay, if you're Game Pass, you get it on Xbox, right? But if you're a Game Pass Ultimate subscriber, you get it at all these different places, right? Like that's what I see Ultimate being at some point, right? Even if they raise the price $5 a month, you can play it on your phone, you can play it on Switch, you can play it on your Xbox, you can play it on PC, whatever smart TVs have Xbox apps, you'll be able to play it through there. Like, I really think that that's the way Microsoft sees themselves now, and like they want to be on every platform they possibly can be, and that's how they're going to get you into their ecosystem. Which I think is really smart, but I just really need Nintendo. I really want Nintendo to.
If Nintendo was able to do a deal like that you pay $50, just for the whole program. But if you want to do like xCloud and do Ultimate, like you said, actually do $5 a month.
Yeah.
$10 if you want Ultimate, so that. Yes,
Well,
your entry
I think what you would have
to pay for the game.
I think what you would have to do, right? Like you sign up for Xbox Live or Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, right? That gets you Xbox Live, that gets you Game Pass on PC and Xbox.
Yeah.
I think what you would have to do, so Microsoft knows that Nintendo gets a cut, you would have to sign into an Xbox Live account on your Nintendo Switch and link your Switch to your Microsoft account. Is how I would see that going. Just so like Microsoft knows that like, okay, whatever amount we agreed to goes to Nintendo because this person linked their Switch to this You know what I mean? Like it would
Yeah.
be similar to like how they paid developers, right? Like a port depending on playtime or whatever we paid you to get your game on Game Pass. Like this is how it works, and Nintendo is going to be offered a similar deal, so you can have an app on there.
Does Game Pass and Game Ultimate go through Project X Cloud though?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean,
and,
I think if you are an Xbox Game Pass Ultimate subscriber, you just get xCloud. Like I mean, Jesse would be the one to really know about that because he's signed up for it. But
that's why the 50-month deal is the $20 for Nintendo Online, so you still get the NES, you still get the Super Nintendo games. You get the Game Pass Live Ultimate. But Game Pass Ultimate and Live. So you get a good deal with that. You mostly are streaming stuff. You're probably playing. Some of that money is going to Microsoft because they got to get the servers and stuff running like that, and like that, like linking your account. So when you unlock stuff, you get achievements on your game on Xbox, and that's cool and stuff. If you do buy Microsoft games on your Switch, like Cuphead and stuff, let's say you get bonus coins, not only because you're a member and everything, but because it's a Microsoft game, you get bonus coins for your Nintendo points.
mm-hmm.
So you can do a survey, but you also the coins that they give you is also bonus. Like so much stuff could happen. We got to move on. I'm sorry.
I know.
We literally could take this.
I mean,
anywhere.
it's a good conversation to have, though, right? And I think once we start doing like bonus content, once we get everything situated, and like I think that would be a great discussion to have for like some sort of expansion pack or whatever we decide to call the bonus podcast for people who subscribe to us, right? Like I there's a lot of possibilities, and I really think that Microsoft knows what they're doing. I think Nintendo needs to be on board is what the holdup is, to be 100% honest with you, because I remember when we can save this conversation for a different time. I think that Nintendo there's a time when Phil Spencer was talking about putting a Master Chief Collection on PlayStation 4, so I want to throw that out there. He's been very vocal about that too. So but anyways, let's move on to the next story. Nintendo reveals the playable characters in the next wave of DLC for Fire Emblem Three Houses. The Cindered Shadows side story for the Fire Emblem Three Houses expansion pass. There are a few new students, Yuri, Constance, Balthus, and Happy. Cindered Shadows will arrive next month on February 12th and is included in the $24.99 expansion pass. That's pretty much it. You would really have to watch the trailer to get a sense of what these characters are. But basically, it's about a bunch of students who feel outcasted by their own houses and have created their own kind of unofficial house, and they meet underneath the school. So it's cool, man. I'm ready for more Fire Emblem. Just gonna throw that out there. Pretty excited for that. So.
I am going to be working my way through it this year. I promise.
I mean, I was pretty excited when I beat it, but I know there were like, how sometimes you play a game and like you learn as you play the game, you learn how to play the game, and you really feel like you want to restart the game now that you know what you know, right? Instead of going in blind. Like that's how I feel with Fire Emblem now. Like I really want to go back and play it and like with what I know now and start a new game and really like play like a perfect Fire Emblem game, And I would probably choose a different house because I would want to see a different story, even though I'm like really attached to those characters. But also you can recruit characters if you get your level up high enough. So honestly, I really, really want to do that. And I probably will because I'm dumb and obsessed with Fire Emblem. So, yeah, that's I'm excited for this, to be honest with you, because their logo looks cool, their symbol looks cool. The side story looks really neat. So I feel like it's a little bit too late, and I wish it was like a continuation of the story, right? Instead of like, because the game kind of ends, but they kind of leave it open a little bit to where like the story could continue in a way, depending on how you finish the game.
Yes.
And like, I kind of wish this was like a new chapter of you kind of like almost rebuilding the school, and like, spoilers for Fire Emblem, I guess, a little bit. You kind of rebuilding the school, and like you're kind of forming the new houses, and you kind of want them to kind of thrive in their own way. And like, I kind of wish this was like a new chapter with a new threat, instead of you having this. Nintendo has been doing this thing where like when they put DLC in a game, it's kind of meant to be played with the game instead of after the game. I really felt that way with the Zelda DLC, even though I liked it a lot. Like, I really felt like if I would have just played the DLC before I beat the game, like it would have felt better, like it was part of the game, and I kind of get that feeling with Fire Emblem Three Houses now. But anyways, I'm gonna go back and play it, because I feel like Fire Emblem with the 3 different kind of choices, or 4 actually, like you can go back and play it differently and kind of have a different experience. And so I don't think this is too bad, but I just wish it was like another chapter moving forward instead of kind of, in between. So
yeah,
that's all.
well, it's a game that I'm going to be putting work in. I know that much.
So yeah, Fire Emblem's getting new DLC. Very exciting for Fire Emblem fans.
Yes.
All right, Ed, the last rumor, or the last news story we're going to talk about it comes from Games Radar. And Game Explain actually did a really in-depth video on this. So if you want a really in-depth video, it's really good. The rumor is that a new Paper Mario and 2D Metroid game are on the way to Nintendo Switch this year. So that's pretty interesting to see. Nintendo Switch will get both a new Paper Mario and 2D Metroid game in 2020, according to fresh rumors from prolific industry leaker Savvy. Teasing the news on Twitter, Savvy said that Paper Mario will be, quote, going back to how it was in 2020, suggesting the return of the franchise roots for the Plumbers role-playing spin-off series. Additionally, the leaker claimed that a new 2D Metroid game, not to be confused with Metroid Prime 4, is also in the works for release later this year, and does in fact seem to be related to Fusion, the Game Boy Advance title in the acclaimed sci-fi series in 2002. When pressed, Savvy stated their sources have suggested this project is a sequel to that game. So there's more, but I don't know if it's worth reading. I mean, I'm always up for a new Paper Mario RPG if it's really an RPG. I don't really need Super Paper Mario or Sticker Star. I mean, Color Splash was okay. I know that was a rumor for a while that Color Splash would be coming. And Color Splash was actually a really pretty game. But I would really just prefer a new Paper Mario RPG. And I actually... They were playing Paper Mario for Nintendo 64 while they were talking about it, because they do really fun stuff. Like I've really been becoming a fan of Game Explain lately. Not that I wasn't.
Yeah, they do a lot of good work.
Not that I wasn't a fan before, but yeah, they've been doing a lot of solid stuff over there, and I really want a new Paper Mario RPG, to be 1,000% honest.
I love all the Paper Mario RPGs. Like every time I play them, I end up laughing and enjoying them. Even Sticker Star and Color Splash, whatever people want to say about them, they can. I thoroughly enjoy them. Those are the games that I try to buy on day one. And the reason why I say try is because if they come out with a day that I don't get paid, I just wait for a little bit later. Or people come in and they buy them before I get a chance to buy them in. But every time I play those games, I love them. If they want to give me a new one, go ahead and give me a new one. I have no problem. The Metroid one though, I would have to see what where they go with this and what they do with it. I have no problem with the 2D ones. I love Samus Returns.
I thought
This feud.
I thought about busting out my 3DS and like
Mhm.
getting some 3DS games, but and I'm like, no, because you're not gonna play them. You're gonna buy them, and
Right.
they're gonna sit there. And I would rather spend my money on Switch stuff at this point.
I My question would be because I think if this is a follow up to Fusion, um, I think it's the if we're going by the main games, it's supposed to be uh Metroid slash Metroid Zero, Super Metroid. Other M is supposed to be three. Fusion was three, but because of
Oh, isn't
other
Super
M,
Metroid 3? Because
yeah,
Samus
Super
Returns
Metroid
is
is
2.
Samus Returns. Yeah, sorry about that, everybody. So the Return of Samus slash Samus Return is two. Super Metroid is three. Other M will be four, and Metroid Fusion will be five. It should be that. Primes don't count because that's a whole different series.
Doesn't Prime
Prime,
take place in between some of the games?
Prime was supposed to be taking place before all of Metroid actually started.
Well,
Because
this sounds like we need a Metroid expert on the show to talk about this because like
there's I think Game is playing there is a history of or story there is a timeline story one on YouTube about the Metroid series on what it's supposed to be. I have to go back and look at it, but like the 2D ones is what I'm playing, but other M is not 2D, but it's supposed to be other MSAT is supposed to happen before Fusion happens, because they showed the captain, and then when Fusion happens, you get a feeling that the captain is got turned into or got programmed or something. It's very weird, but other M and Fusion are supposed to be connected together, and so this one would be the sixth game in the series, in the just regular Metroid series, and Prime was supposed to actually be before all of Metroid happened, but it kind of felt like they split the series in a sense. That's what I remember when the first Prime came out.
yeah.
But I'm super excited if they decide to do it. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take more games on the Switch. I'm not gonna lie to you. Pretty excited to see what they can do with a 2D Metroid on the Switch. Especially because like there's been so many good Metroidvanias in the last 3 years on the Switch specifically. You know, like I feel like I feel like it's time for Nintendo to be like, okay, guys, let's move out of the way, please, and you know, let them work. So we shall see, sir. We shall see.
Yes.
All right.
Money will be ready.
Good thing we only have one question this week. We are going to head into the question block. Remember, you can email the show at nintendopowblock@gmail.com or look for our social media threads to look for the question threads when we ask for questions. We have only one question this week, so a light week, but also January's a little light. You know, it's a light month, so I'm sure we'll get some questions once the direct comes out or is announced, or you know. Also, by the way, when the next Nintendo Direct comes out, the full Direct, we will also be debuting the return of the Direct recap show, which is our Direct recap show.
So, I cannot wait. I literally cannot wait.
I'm very excited for that to return. Mostly because I like talking about Nintendo Directs. So,
yes.
But our question comes from Deshaun Malone. He asks, what studio collaborations would you like to see Nintendo do? What studios would you like to see take on a franchise without Nintendo's help? What games?
Okay. So, studio collaborations, which I like to see Nintendo do. Uh, like I said, Obsidian and Nintendo doing the Super Mario RPG remake, would be one. Uh, I kind of would like to see, um, and this is gonna sound weird. I think, of Rare and Nintendo got back together to make a game. I would love for that to happen. Uh,
Donkey Kong
the
64 2.
Oh wow. Um,
Donkey Kong
I
128.
um, I'm trying to, because see, Nintendo and Koei Tecmo, they have a great relationship, so that's completely fine. Um, I think, uh, when Nintendo and Konami collided on the Metal Gear game, so I really won't say much about that. And Silicon Knights at that time, they all three collided on that game. Um, I think I kind of would want Nintendo probably working with some of course, we want indies and stuff. Um, I kind of would like to see Nintendo and Activision do something. Um, what they would do, that would be questionable. Um, because I could see Infinity Ward doing something for Nintendo, like to really get them a challenge. Be like, if you guys had to make a game that's not Call of Duty, that's not a first person shooter, and you had to make it strictly for Nintendo, what would you guys create? And that probably would fall into, um them taking on a franchise without Nintendo self. I think Nintendo would fund anything from from not Respawn, Infinity Ward, and be like, just create a brand new franchise for the Nintendo console. We'll own it still, but we'll front up the money for you guys to make it for us.
Man, you said Respawn, and now all I want is like a Respawn Nintendo game.
Well, a Respawn Nintendo game is just like that can happen, but I don't want. We know Metroid Prime is already covered, and I wouldn't give them Metroid Prime.
No, I don't. I mean, I don't want that. I wouldn't want them to do Metroid Prime, but I wouldn't mind seeing them do some sort of like, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe like, honestly, like a Kid Icarus style game,
Hmm.
almost.
See.
Although
I could see Respawn doing that.
Although
I wouldn't give.
I do have a couple studios for Kid Icarus. To be honest with you, I would love to see Ubisoft, like an open world Ubisoft style game for Kid
Mhm.
Icarus. But I mean, I think that's pretty much what Gods and Monsters is.
I I could see Bethesda and Shinji Mikami doing Eternal Darkness.
Yeah, I could see Tango doing Eternal Darkness. Although I would really like to see the Until Dawn developers do Eternal Darkness.
That'd
I think that would be cool.
be interesting. Um,
I mean,
I would
I know
love.
it's not the same like type of game, but I would like to
Yeah.
see them work there because they do such interesting things with like storytelling at least. And if you give
Yes.
people multiple paths through, like if they can take what they do for horror games and put like a psychological thriller aspect to
Hmm.
it and make it kind of dark like Eternal Darkness, I think it could
Yeah.
be. I could think it could be really interesting.
Um, I would love to see the team that does Forza Motorsport make a sight bike.
Oh,
Uh,
jeez.
that would kind of be. I could see them doing it with like what they did with the Wii, or
Excite Trucks was I bought Excite Trucks for Wii.
no, Nintendo did Nintendo make a jet game,
What?
a jet racing game on N64?
A jet racing game?
Yeah,
I have no
like
idea.
water jets.
Like Wave Race?
Yes, Rave Race.
Yeah, I mean, Wave Race was awesome. I would love them to make another Wave Race.
Yeah, who would we get though?
I don't know. Um,
Of Criterion was still around.
Dude, you know what I really want though? I would love if EA reopened EA Sports Big
Hmm.
and made SSX versus 1080 snowboarding.
I would buy that in a heartbeat. I think everybody would be like, actually,
Dude, SSX. I've been hearing a lot of people like reminisce about SSX lately, and
yeah.
it's got I like SSX is like really good. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Just out of the blue, what if they put Skate 3 on Switch?
I mean, why not? I mean,
Because
it's.
I mean, everybody wants Skate 3, but like, just for EA to see, like, let's see how much money we'll get out of this. Let's just put Skate
I mean,
3.
if EA is gonna spend money on the Switch, I'd rather them put Madden and Mass Effect on and Dead Space
Well,
before Skate.
I will put Mass Effect Trilogy. That's what I will want.
I mean, yeah, I do.
Like,
Dude, what if they made you're gonna say no because it's not a Metroid game, but what if they made a Mass Effect style Metroid game? Like
oh,
an
I would buy that
RPG?
in a heartbeat.
Like an upgradable, but you could work Metroid elements into it. Like you can make kind of like
You didn't hear me. I would buy that in a heartbeat.
I'm trying to explain to you what kind of game it is because
I don't care.
I
You
know
just said you just said
I'm
that.
aware I'm
My money
aware,
is already gone.
but that'd be awesome.
I mean, I'm like, oh, my money's already gone. Like, yes, dude, I'm here for that. Look, I want Halo to have a Metroid style game, and I will still play that on Xbox. Like, give that to me. Like, even if they want to do it as a Contra Blazer Crown thing for Halo Infinite, just to download. Like, I will pay the dollar to get Game Pass for that to happen.
Yeah.
Oh, they said that was only a Game Pass exclusive. Yeah, I'll get it, then I'll cancel the service because I'll be trying to beat the game. Be like, oh, that was fun. Don't need Game Pass no more. Thank you for that serve, Microsoft. Thank you. But yeah, I would want that. Like, I would buy a physical and a digital copy of that. Like,
Man, dude, it'd be so good. I would. I mean, in terms of just collaboration stuff, though, I really love what Nintendo's been doing with Ubisoft.
yes.
I don't know what franchise I would give them, but like I would really love them to take a stab at like the Assassin's Creed formula, right? Like just really do something with
I would
a
say,
Nintendo franchise.
I would actually put Kid Icarus in like Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, yeah, I
style.
know. I that was my thought too. Like kind of, but I think they're really doing that with Gods and Monsters almost. Like I really feel like that's like a mythology based open world. I mean I really think it's going to be like Assassin's Creed, like cartoon Assassin's Creed pretty much is what I'm like really thinking of that. But you know, it's we'll see. I really hope Gods and Monsters is good. I know it's supposed to come to Switch, but if they're delaying it for it to be a launch title on Series X and PS5, like
Is that the rumor?
yeah, I mean, I don't know how big of a rumor it is, but they did say it's going to be I think they said it's going to be cross-gen.
Oh, because I'm like, we haven't really like seen any gameplay, and they haven't given no release date for it.
No,
So
it was supposed to be out in February, and now it's like it's like fiscal year 2021. So, which means like, or I don't know, something like that. Fiscal year 2020, which means it could come out in March 2021. So, I mean, we'll see, but I really hope Gods and Monsters is good.
I would like to see Playtonic do a Mario game. Oh, actually,
I'd rather
no,
see them do a
Playtonic
Donkey Kong game.
No, I would. Well, yeah, but I would actually like to see Playtonic do a follow up to Princess Peach.
What the Super Princess Peach the DS game?
Yeah. Yes.
Or they do a Wario World game.
Ah,
And like you could be like Wario and Waluigi, and you have to switch between them to solve different platforming style puzzles. Just saying, could happen. I broke Ed, guys. He's frozen now. I can't really tell if he's frozen or not, but he's there.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I know.
Give that to me. Give that to me. Like Playtonic got the skill to do it.
I know.
Like, and of course they could still do that beautiful artwork that's in the WarioWare games, but if they want to use their own artwork, of course.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the mini games got to be wacky, but like even if they don't do it like that, if they mix in some 2D platforming and mini games,
I mean, I think what it could be is like, you know, what you could do is like have like a Wario Land style 2D platforming level, and then at the end of each world you go through and compete in these micro games, and depending on how well you do in the micro games, you get gold to upgrade Wario and do certain things. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, it's not going to be like a full on RPG or anything, but you could, like, you can buy like a butt stomp move, right? Or you know what I mean, and really make it that way. Or you can like even gamble away your moves for better moves, right?
Yes.
Like I think they could do some really interesting mechanics with that too. Just because Wario sucks, and you could like really go into the last few levels without having any moves because you gambled them all away, and like really break the game that way.
Which Nintendo Treasure, can I get my Star Fox game like 2D vertical if y'all want to, horizontal? I don't care. Make a arcade Star Fox game that is super old school, but that still have that goofiness yet hard to learn but enticing gameplay that you know how to do. Treasure, like I would love to see that. Or heck, make give Fox McCloud a jet and make a Space Harrier style game like y'all did with Sin and Punishment. Like can you really think about that? Like
Sin and Punishment, like I don't know.
That needs to port right there.
Well, I feel like
Sin Punishment 1 and 2, that needs support to switch now.
I feel like you could do something really cool with Sin and Punishment besides an on-rail shooter, though.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I know that's what people like about it, but, like, I feel like that, if you're going to bring back a franchise and make it cool, Sin and Punishment is a cool title for a franchise, right? And you could do something really cool with that.
Yes.
I mean, honestly, I feel like it would be like a I don't know.
It just didn't get the love and exposure, and that's why I feel like that needs to be ported over. And if they want to do a new one, of course, heck yeah, do anything y'all want to do. And then, yeah, have bonus characters like like Fox McCloud or Skippy or whatever, the frog or whatever their names are.
Nobody cares about those characters. Go ahead and say it, Ed. Awesome. Nobody cares about them.
We care about them. We just don't remember their names at this time. And I'm here for that Star Fox artwork by the God of War art director.
Oh my gosh, dude. I would love to see Gary Wood write a Star Fox animated movie. Like, that's like all I want now.
Yes. So. And he literally got mad love from people. Everybody was just like, we will buy this right now.
It's because, like, I mean, like, he wrote everybody's favorite new Star Wars movie. Like, Book of Eli is a really good movie. Like, he's just a good writer, you know? I don't know. I feel like Gary Wood is a good writer, and I feel like he could do something interesting.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Well, we'll see. But that's gonna do it for the show, Ed. I think we're done. I think we did it.
Yes.
Unless there's anything else you want to talk about, which I don't think we need to talk about anything else really, because I know we still have a retro game show to stream here.
Yeah.
Which I don't know how long that's going to be, but we'll talk about it.
We'll play it by ear.
Yeah. So I want to thank everybody for watching Nintendo Pow Block. Remember, you can find it every Saturday on your podcast service of choice. Although, if we're going to record on Tuesdays, I kind of like recording on Tuesdays better than Thursdays.
Mm-hmm.
We might.
That's fine.
we might move the show to come out earlier in the week. We'll see. We'll play it by ear. I kind of want to move it to Thursdays, to be honest with you. But we'll figure it out. But yeah, if you're joining us on Twitch and Mixer, thank you for watching. You can watch us live every week, or you can wait till it comes out on podcast feeds and youtube.com/BossRushGames on Saturdays at 7 a.m. Eastern Time. Remember to rate and review us on your podcast service of choice. It really helps with discoverability. Rate us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify specifically. That helps us the most, according to analytics, apparently. So, what else? I'm kind of just running out of steam here, to be honest with you. You can find all of our content on bossrushgames.com. Follow us on Twitter at boss_rush_games. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at bossrushgames, and join our Facebook community. Also, we have an Xbox community you can join and a Destiny clan you can join. Just search for Boss Rush Games. And yeah, give us a follow on Mixer and Twitch. Ed, where can we find you?
You guys can find me on Twitter at ThatRetroCode, and you can check out Optional Opinion, SoundCloud, iTunes, and other podcast apps. You can check out Hit 'em Hard, coming soon, and other shows like 1v1, Standard Definition, Boss Rush Podcast, Pod and Play, and more at our YouTube channel at Boss Rush Games. And you can also check me out on World 11 Podcast. We'll be coming back soon to do some recording, give you guys fresh new episodes. So if you care to look for that in the future, you can. You can find that on podbean.com at World 11. But yeah, that's where I am at. Also, you guys could check me on Twitch or pretty much now Mixer at the Lyrical One. For that. And if you guys want to join me on Switch games or PlayStation and Xbox, you could check out my Twitch page. You could check out my Twitter page, and my information is there.
Nice. You can follow me at CoreyNHC713 on Twitter and CoreyNHC on Instagram and Mixer. You can also find me on the Boss Rush podcast as well. And a few other things. There's a couple things I've been working on. I really hope you guys go check out the website. It's very... I revamped it a little bit, cleaned it up. Really, hopefully it's a good user experience on your end. So I'm loving the new thumbnails and the new graphics and the new logos for stuff. Like I was telling Ed, man, this week has been a lot of work, but I hope it shows. I hope you guys are enjoying our content, and yeah, all 41 episodes of Pod and Play are now on the website. If you heard clicking, that's what I was doing. I just, man, I love seeing all this stuff finally come together in one spot and really be available to you guys in one place, and it's I don't know. I'm really proud of the team, and I'm really proud of everybody for all this content and all this fun stuff that we are doing here on Boss Rush Games. So if you feel free to subscribe at bossrushgames.com/subscribe. And yeah, I think that's it. I want to thank everybody so much for watching. And until next time, we love you.
Bye, everybody. Woohoo!